Some wrestlers hold on to world championships for years, others only a few minutes. Number 10, Dolph Ziggler. You might be surprised to hear that the show-off is on this list. Ziggler did cash in his Money in the Bank contract in 2013 to become World Heavyweight Champion. That title reign lasted a nice 69 days. However, that was actually Dolph Ziggler's second World Championship reign. In 2011, Dolph had been feuding with the World Heavyweight Champion at the time, Edge. Ziggler was also aligned with Vickie Guerrero, who used her powers as acting general manager to fire Edge. This caused the World Heavyweight Championship to be vacated, so Vickie awarded the title to Dolph. Right after that, the real general manager of SmackDown, Teddy Long, returned, rehired Edge, and immediately set up a match between Ziggler and the Rated R Superstar. Edge beat the show off and won back the World Championship. This meant that Dolph Ziggler's title reign only lasted 16 minutes and 42 seconds. Number 9, Daniel Bryan. In 2013, Daniel Bryan's popularity began to grow and grow. They found that so big that he was doing a WWE Championship match against John Cena in the main event of SummerSlam. Despite all the odds, the American Dragon rose to the occasion, beat Cena, and won the WWE title. Unfortunately, Triple H, who was the special guest referee, had other ideas and attacked Daniel after the victory. This gave Randy Orton the perfect opportunity to cash in his Money in the Bank contract and easily take the championship. Because of this, Daniel Bryan was only world champion for 5 minutes and 25 seconds. Number 8, Roman Reigns. After failing to win the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns had to scratch and claw to get another opportunity. After Seth Rollins was unexpectedly injured, a tournament was set up to crown a new WWE Champion. Reigns made it to the final round, where he was forced to fight his friend, Dean Ambrose. The former Shield mates didn't hold anything back, and in the end, the big dog came out on top. Ironically, like with Daniel Bryan, Triple H decided to ruin the moment. A distraction by the game allowed Sheamus to attack and then cash in the Money in the Bank contract. The Celtic Warrior won the match with ease. Reigns was left lying on the ground with a WWE Championship reign that lasted 5 minutes and 15 seconds. Number 7, John Cena. Before Sheamus won the WWE Championship in 2015, he had already done that about 5 years earlier. As champion, Sheamus had to defend the title inside the Elimination Chamber. For his first time in the chamber, the Celtic Warrior did alright, but was the second to last person eliminated. In the final moments, it came down to old rivals John Cena and Triple H. This time, Cena got the better of the game and won his 8th World Championship. After the victory, Vince McMahon came out, but he wasn't there to celebrate. McMahon informed John Cena that he had to defend the WWE Championship immediately against Batista. The Animal manhandled the WWE Champion and won, barely breaking a sweat. This meant that John Cena only held the WWE Championship for 3 minutes, 36 seconds. Number 6, Jeff Hardy. After finally taking care of business with his brother, Jeff Hardy could focus on beating Edge and becoming the World Heavyweight Champion. The longtime rivals fought for the title, fittingly, in a ladder match. While Edge was a tough opponent, Jeff Hardy is the king of ladder matches, so he won. Jeff's celebration, though, was cut short when CM Punk's entrance music started playing. The Money in the Bank winner cashed in, and while Jeff Hardy tried his best to pull off an upset, there was nothing he could do. Hardy's quick defeat meant that his World Heavyweight Championship reign lasted 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Number 5, Ezekiel Jackson. Even though WWE didn't really treat it like a world championship, the ECW title was technically a world title. In the final days of ECW, the champion, Christian, had been feuding with Ezekiel Jackson. On the last ECW broadcast, Jackson and Christian faced off in an Extreme Rules match for the title. Thanks to a bit of help from Zack Ryder and William Regal, Jackson was finally able to knock off Christian and win the title. Unfortunately, as soon as ECW went off the air, Ezekiel's championship reign came to an end. In total, Jackson was world champion for 2 minutes, 25 seconds. Well, at least no one cashed in Money in the Bank. Number 4, Yokozuna. At WrestleMania 9, Bret Hart was put to the test as he had to defend his WWE Championship against Yokozuna. Even though he lacked size, Bret Hart actually did pretty well, and it looked like he could have won. However, Mr. Fuji, Yokozuna's manager, changed that by throwing salt into Bret's eyes. Yokozuna was able to quickly beat Bret and become the new WWE Champion. After the match, Hulk Hogan came to his Canadian friend's aid, but was then challenged by Yokozuna. Hogan accepted, and thanks to a botched salt throw, the Hulkster was able to beat Yokozuna and take the WWE Championship. Sadly for Yokozuna, his world title reign clocked in at a measly 2 minutes, 9 seconds. Number 3, Seth Rollins. The Architect made his WWE return at the 2016 Extreme Rules pay-per-view and immediately targeted the WWE Champion Roman Reigns. A match between the two was scheduled soon after, and the former friends faced off at Money in the Bank. A back-and-forth match followed, but in the end, Seth won and reclaimed the WWE title. Dean Ambrose then came out, but he wasn't there to give Seth a pat on the back. The Lunatic Fringe used his Money in the Bank contract he won earlier to beat Seth Rollins and win his first WWE Championship. At least for Seth, he won the title of third shortest WWE World Championship reign at 1 minute and 59 seconds. Number 2, Big Show. In late 2011, Big Show, Daniel Bryan, and Mark Henry were all involved in a feud over the World Heavyweight Championship. On the last pay-per-view of the year, TLC, Big Show and Henry fought in a chairs match for Mark's World Heavyweight Championship. The world's largest athlete finally got the better of the world's strongest man and was able to become world champion. Henry was a sore loser, and after the match, he hit Big Show with a DDT onto a chair. Daniel Bryan saw this and immediately cashed in his Money in the Bank contract. He didn't even hit a single move, choosing just to cover Big Show. The Giant sadly ended the night with a world title reign that lasted 1 minute and 54 seconds. But someone else had an even shorter championship reign. And number 1, Andre the Giant. About a year after their legendary match at WrestleMania 3, Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan went at it again. This time though, the match ended in controversy. To make the moment even stranger, Andre decided to sell the championship to the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, immediately after. Hey, championships don't pay the bills, but cash does. Because of this, Andre the Giant gave himself the shortest WWE World